Well, I hope you had a good Thanksgiving, and I realize for many of us, you probably celebrated with fewer people than you might have liked to, and that's been part of 2020, hasn't it? There's just been a lot of disappointment, there's been a lot of loss, but it's also been a good time for us as we've contemplated the ultimate reasons for our thankfulness, things that can't be touched by a virus or by other circumstances. And so I hope you've had some opportunity to reflect on just the joy of your personal relationship with Jesus Christ and the many reasons that we have to be profoundly thankful in Him. Well, now we're turning our attention to Christmas. And so this coming Sunday, we're going to be beginning our Christmas series. We're thinking about celebrating the gifts of Christmas. I want to encourage you to spend some time between now and Sunday on Matthew chapter 1, verse 18 through Matthew chapter 2, verse 15. We're going to be looking all through Christmas season at a series of exchanges. And in this particular passage, we're going to be talking about exchanging our plans for God's purposes. The reason we're looking at that particular theme is as you read through these verses, you'll find a number of different people who have various plans. Some of them are very natural, there's nothing wrong with them. But they're certainly incomplete compared to what God's purpose was for them. In other cases, they're very, very sinister. However, it's interesting to see how the Lord overrides what some persons had meant for evil. So I would encourage you as you read the text, look for all the different people who had plans and look for how God's purpose was exchanged for those plans. I think it's an ideal thing for us to study this year because many of us would say, wow, I had all sorts of things planned for 2020. That's not what happened. But think about God's purposes in and through all of this. I think there's a tremendous amount of direction, a tremendous amount of comfort, a whole lot of hope as we begin our Christmas season together. I also really want to thank those of you who have already signed up to participate in Christmas for Everyone. You know, our church, through our various campuses, committed to serve 638 children this year. That's part of the over 1,000 children that, in collaboration with other churches, we're hoping to serve during Christmas time. And, I think you could make the case that maybe Christmas for Everyone is more important this year than ever because there are a number of people in our community who have lost their jobs as a result of COVID. And so we're in need of extra help, and we certainly want to serve them. There's about 15 children left to be served, and if you would like to sponsor one of those children, probably the best thing at this point would be to call our church office at 448-1986. They'll have the update count, and they'll be able to connect you with those opportunities. Also, we have some serving opportunities left. I'm thankful for the many who have already volunteered to serve, but we could still use a few more persons. And the best way to find out about the current state of those serving opportunities is to go to our website, to go to faithlafayette.org/CFE. Or if that's any problem for you, again, you can always call the church office. We'll be more than happy to serve you. But I'm very, very thankful that even during this pandemic and all the reasons we might have to be focused on ourselves, so many people from our church family said, oh no, this is an opportunity to show love to those who are less fortunate than me perhaps, and I don't want to miss that opportunity this year. So thank you very, very much for that. And then whether you're going to be joining us virtually or in person on Sunday at any of our campuses, we're really looking forward to beginning this new Christmas series. It's going to be a great time of study in the Word of God.